This show is about ancient art from Mali. When I say ancient, objects between 1000 AD and 1600. There are 28 pieces. They're in a variety of material. There's 16 in terracotta or clay, fired clay. There's 8 in wood and the rest are in bronze. One of the questions that clients always ask me about African art is how old it is. And we say generally, well, it's 100, 200 years, not more than that. Mali with Nigeria is one of the few countries where we have an art history going back more than 1,000 years. So I thought it was crucial to show by these works in these different materials that we can go back to 1,000 years in the art history of West Africa. One of the two scholars who wrote an essay in the catalog is Christina van Dijk, who was a former curator at the Menil Foundation in Houston. And she has discovered that in the corpus of 550 complete clay figures, almost half are represented with snakes or symbols of diseases, whether it's pustules or scars, etc. So from that, she started from that point of view and started talking to a lot of doctors and realized that a lot of diseases were represented. Also, the snake is a very ancient tradition in West Africa, going back to the Empire of Ghana, which started before the Empire of Mali, around 800 AD. And the snake was basically the founder of the dynasty, and he's offered every year a virgin, and there's a human sacrifice. So snakes have always played a very important role in the mythology of West Africa. Obviously, these two statues are so similar in style that they're probably made by the same atelier or the same artist, which is quite fascinating for an art style which is so old. Secondly, in terms of the iconography, I think they're specifically so unusually elegant. They are naturalistic. I mean, you see the way the shoulders, the arms are modeled is very, very elegant. You can sense the muscles. At the same time, you have this kind of hand resting on the knee, which is so relaxed. So you have the impression of a powerful, relaxed person who is very self-assured, doesn't fear anything, and just looks at you and has this very interesting head, which is human with a touch of non-human. I mean, it's almost like an animal. Little ears are like bat ears. So we're talking about an idol which is both human and animal, with a beautifully modeled human body. So I think that style for me is one of the most fascinating of the Djenne Jeno styles.